Hey, what's up, peoples? I was just going through my Tumblr, taking a little break, and we started talking about Gintama. Now when it came to Gintama, I used to read it when it came in
Shonen Jump.
Shonen Jump. Yeah, that was back when Shonen Jump had like physical pages, so it's been a while. Yeah, you got a couple up there too. I think, are those the ones that I'm... No, I have those. Because that's got Bakuman in it. I remember that. Or is it Baku? It is Bakuman. That's the one about the kids who are making their own manga. Interesting. But...
Gotta let Cam read that one.
I know, right? And he's been putting up a Black History Month thing where he puts up like a different...
He's been putting up superheroes and
Power Rangers and all this.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. His which one did he do that Chaco Love?
Yep, he did
from
Love.
One of the 5 legendary warriors, a black man.
Yep.
From Shaman King. So props to Shaman King creator. What is his name? Like Hiroyuki Takei or something like that? I don't know. It could be that. That probably was just completely wrong. That looks gross. I don't know what they just died from, but ew.
Cold weather?
Cold weather cuts you like that? Bruh. Get some lotion. Like, for real. Nah, but yeah, so Gintama, I've been reading that since, I've been reading that for a while, but then I stopped reading it because obviously, you know, what's-his-name transferred over to digital copies instead of physical copies. So I kind of, I almost jumped right there. I kind of stopped reading it, and then I tried to pick it up later because that's another place I can't go. Let me go down that way on the beaten path. I always forget there's like beaten paths sometimes for certain things, but yeah, I was reading other things, and then I eventually got to Gintama, started reading it, got to chapter 25, and I'm like, it's so full of, it's, you know, Japanese manga, but it's so full of like Japanese jokes that I don't understand, and there's so much reading in the first few chapters that it's like, dude, really? Like, some of the jokes just like run on and on and on and on and on, and then some of them are like it's sometimes One Piece gets like that where it's like they have a lot to say, and it's like that's not bad because they don't always do that. This was literally like page of whole entire like mostly words and junk, and I'm like, maybe some people are okay with that, and I'm like, normally I'd be okay with that if it wasn't like every single freaking page. Now,
also the jokes were going over your head since
they're Japanese jokes that I'm not understanding.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, it is still funny at times. Like, there are still there are still times that I laughed like pretty hard listening and reading and stuff like that. So it's not terrible, and I probably will go back to it. But I stopped reading that to read. I think I stopped reading that to. What was I reading then? I stopped reading that to read Kenichi.
Kenichi is good.
Kenichi is good.
Yeah,
I'm glad I read that.
I'm probably gonna pick Gintama up again as well, cause I don't know the actor's name. I'm sorry, but he played Kamen Rider Meteor and Kamen Rider Force. He was awesome, and he's in the live action Gintama. So I'm gonna have to start.
Who is he? He's did you say he's a Shinzengumi member?
I believe so. I think he had a bazooka. I have to watch the trailer again.
Did you say he was Okita?
Yeah.
Yeah, Soji Okita is like one of the most famous he's quite possibly the most famous Shinzengumi member.
I believe so.
He was one of like a few people in real life to actually have mysterious anime disease.
Yeah.
Like, they literally, they knew what cancer was back then. They did not know what he had.
So yeah, because he's in the live action, I'll probably pick it up again because I want to get that far so I can enjoy the character that, you know, he's portraying.
Or at least I believe they had cancer, right? I don't know if they knew. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's basically what mysterious anime disease is.
Actually, I might pick up what's the name? Assassination Classroom. I know that has a live action thing too.
I didn't know that was by Shonen Jump.
Assassination Classroom?
Apparently. Because remember the teacher or the principal or whatever, he's in
Victory.
Yeah. Oh, we need to make a video for that. We need to make a video for what's his name?
We should have made a video back when You know, we were just randomly playing, and I was just murking everybody.
Word.
Good times. Like, good Carl, times. Why are you doing so good at this game?
Word, that was funny. Or, what's his name? Thank you for turning that on. Yeah, we didn't have the heater on because, like, the place where I'm sleeping in Obscura's house when I'm in his house is right on the floor in front of the heater, so we usually don't turn the heater on. But, like, I'm not trying to sleep right now, and it's dumb crazy cold.
Yeah, temperature dropped quite a bit.
I was surprised. I'm like...
I kind of want to put it up there, but all the cables and stuff are up there.
Yeah, unless you have protectors and stuff like that. I know some people, a couple friends of mine have the way that they choose to place their house and do this kind of thing. They have like these cable protector things. Kind of like, have you ever been to like a music festival or a festival of any kind of sort? They have like the cables and stuff going to the stage that are underneath these like things that are, it's almost like a little ramp to go over it. Mm. They kind of have them. They kind of have a similar thing.
People tend to have those like in walkways when they have that little metal thing that covers where the carpet stops and the next part of the floor meets.
Yeah, that.
They put it over those sometimes.
Yeah.
They make it a little smoother transition.
Well, if you have a professional doing it, yeah, they'll do some stuff like that and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I need to get I might have to get a protector for Winter Soldier stuff, or from. He wants me to try to put my computer outside in like his man cave, and I'm sitting there like, yeah, but like my computer is worth more than your man cave. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. But like, I don't want to. No, I'm not doing that because the very nature of my computer in terms of like cooling is it needs air, and I can't just like put it in a thing to like I can't. There's no like cage.
You can't cover it.
Yeah. I can't put it in a bubble. If it was water cooled, maybe, because I wouldn't need vents and shit if it was water cooled. I'm going the wrong way. Sorry, guys. Got turned around for a second.
Have you seen the? I'm pretty sure. I don't think, to my knowledge, that you're caught up in Attack on Titan. But have you seen the live action Attack on? Oh, you are. Have you seen the live action Attack on Titan stuff?
No.
Because it still bugs me how like they didn't have a Levi character, and Levi is arguably like one of the most important characters in Attack on Titan.
Was I going the wrong way?
I think it's pronounced Levi.
Levi Ackerman, yeah.
It's like, how did you not have a Levi character?
That's pretty. Yeah, he's like. I mean, he's broken, and you just left him out.
I mean, where I stopped watching the show, the anime. He was like the most powerful like human character.
I mean, he never wasn't. He's always been like the most powerful person. Like maybe that they've shown, like maybe they're like, oh, because there were times where they didn't show you how strong he was.
Yeah.
But like he's been around for a while and didn't really get to see him just go all out and be a badass. But like he is like. And I told someone that the second season was weird because the way they chose to do it, they chose to be like,
another of the smooth skins.
Hey, buddy.
This one was in touch with us. Now end this as a
that escalated quickly.
I know, right? I didn't even do anything to him. Done. Oh. Okay, now I'm done. Jazar! You kill Scar killed Jazar. No, yeah. Levi's a beast. Such a goddamn monster. That like buzzsaw thing that he does. I didn't like how they basically put a character in sometimes they put characters in places to die. And essentially the second in command, basically the second strongest person that the humans have, they introduced this character. Oh, he's so bad. Oh, he's such a freaking badass. Oh, he's the only person who could possibly be like on the same level as like Levi and stuff. And oh, he's second only to Levi. Oh yeah, he's such a badass. And then all of a sudden it's like that motherfucker's dead because the Ape Titan killed him.
Yeah.
So it's like, really, dude?
I kind of felt the same.
He was there literally just to die.
I don't know if like I wouldn't say he was created to die. But that's kind of how I felt about the guy who used arrows in Hunter x Hunter. who got caught by the Chimera.
Oh, he was created
to, like,
in order to
learn
teach
Nen.
them to learn Nen. Yeah, pretty much.
Because at least the other girl, she just got it in general, but they like cut his up. Spoilers. I don't know if you guys are caught up in Hunter x Hunter, but bow and arrow dude got. Actually,
He had a dumb power anyway.
Yeah.
You're a conjurer and you can do this, that, and the third. Oh, I didn't even know that guy was there. And you choose to make frickin'
Steampunk battle bots.
Steampunk battle bots.
It's like teleport Metabee. Metabots is so good.
Go get your friends. It's time to battle. Yeah, bro, battle till you drop.
I thoroughly enjoyed the first part of Metabots. I never watched the second part when the characters change and stuff. Like, just switch some characters out, I heard.
Don't lose control. It's time to make it. I didn't watch that.
Like, I watched...
Yeah, there's the season where Metabee gets he gets like the upgrades and stuff, and he has like the red circles around his the head cannons and his arms and stuff. I didn't watch that.
Yeah, I didn't watch that season either. But everything before that, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I know they had some games that were kind of hit or miss.
Rubber.
I played a couple of the games, and the ones I played, I enjoyed. Honestly, all I had to do was basically take the mechanics of like Custom Robo and throw Metabots in, and we would have some game. Custom Robo was really fun.
Custom Robo was great.
I put so many hours into that game.
Custom Robo was great. I played through that game maybe like 3 or 4 times. We need to play that game.
Yeah, and then there's Little Brawlers, LBX.
Is Harry not Usopp? Harry is basically Usopp.
Yeah, but Little Brawlers, the anime, that's basically Metabots and Mega Man combined. Cause it's like robots that you do battle with, but the main character's dad invented them. Like how, the main character's dad made Mega Man and stuff for like NT Warrior.
Oh, and I didn't make it clear enough because I was talking to somebody about that. I didn't make it clear enough when it came to the that whole racism thing when it comes to like why it's black guy always die first. It's not racist because it happens. It's racist because it keeps happening and it becomes a cliche. Like it happens so much that it's a joke that like people are like, oh, the black guy's gonna die first. Like, well, yeah, I'm used to that. That's the reason why it's a problem. It's not a problem. Yeah, it's a problem because it's happened so many times. But yeah, back to what we were talking before. There's a couple characters that I don't like when they're put in places just to die. It's kind of, I don't know, it. Like,
what did you feel about what's the name? I don't feel like he was there to die, but he did get murked, and he was a good character. Kite. Like he had a role beyond that.
You mean Kite from
Hunter x Hunter?
Because
like prior to that, he had a solid role, but then they kind of stuck him there.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
I didn't know. And then they tried to bring him back, like through, like, isn't he like inside a Chimera ant now or something like that?
The what's the name? The human-born one. Remember when the queen, she died? Remember the son like just I want to be born now, and the prince ripped out. Remember there was that little human one, and then the one Chimera ant, the first one to like have human features and stuff.
Not Nav. I know what you're talking about though. The one that's based off of that little kid who was the first human that they ate.
Yeah, he took the human one and left, and then like what's name was like, I can't let you leave because you're both a threat. And then he was like, I promise we will never eat humans again. And I don't know if they knew the gender of the baby yet. But like they will never eat humans. We promise to raise them right, yada yada yada. And he let him leave because after that going is messed up, and what's the name? That Chimera ant tries to give him the name of his sister. And then the little girl is like, I'm not blah, blah, blah. I am Kite. And then they call...
Gon, because they're like...
They call Big Dude. Gon is still knocked out. At the time.
They call...
Smoker.
Nav? Was that his name?
I can't remember.
No, his name starts with... what is his name? I see his face, too. His name starts with like a B, I think, or something like that. He has
the black sunglasses, the white hair. He gets really jacked when he fights. I can't think, but they called him, and then he ran, and he was like... Gon! But, Gon is still knocked out at that time. But yeah, I think Kite is in her body. Or at least an aspect of him. I'm not caught up, so I don't know 100%.
I think he kind of is, and I remember somebody who Kite fought was talking to that person, and they were saying like, "Oh, I'll never do any bad things again."
The
as
penguin,
a chimera ant
thing.
And then he was like, "You goddamn right, you won't
like,
kill you."
Yeah, your life is mine now, or something
Word.
like that.
And I was like, "Yo, that's messed up."
Because I remember you were telling me how like Gene was saying how Kite had like the zero thing on his what's the name, and that might be what he used to somehow come back or something.
Ow! Things just poked me. Little does it know, I don't care. What'd you say?
How Kite had the zero, like how he had the different numbers for his weapon. He had like the zero thing if he ever got into trouble. Because I remember, I don't know if I was talking to somebody about how he came back, and someone was saying maybe just like his personality or whatever, like after he got eaten and stuff, just manifested. But then someone was saying like that Gene said that Kite has like something special about his weapon when he's ever in trouble to go to like the 00 number. I don't remember the specifics. I'm not caught up. I have to reread it. And I'll probably rewatch it too for those fights.
Those fights were good. I love how they were sitting there like setting up between I think Nav was the other guy. Nav was the guy who lost all his hair due to stress. The dimensional door guy.
I'm trying to remember his name.
His name is not like Bluno or anything. That's the guy. That's the door guy from One Piece. Okay, sorry guys. We're suspect. No, I'm doing it. Too late. Alright, go ahead. I was about to say, we need to stop so I can figure out who this person is, because I will go crazy. Let's look in here. Stop that.
Moro.
That's, yeah. What's his last name?
Two different ones. There's McCarthy, or... And then there's McCarran Nasser.
Or something like that.
But yeah.
I was completely wrong. I thought it started with a B.
Yeah, he was nasty too.
He was a beast.
And then he was like, you guys can train. And then like how long? It was like a month, or was it 3 months or something?
I gave him a little bit, like a couple months.
Yeah, he was like, if you guys aren't ready, if you guys don't...
Actually, it was a couple weeks, actually, yeah.
It was like, if you guys aren't like
ready by then, we're gonna leave without you.
Yeah, and then he was like, go and attack me like you're gonna kill me. And then he just beefed up, and then Gon was just like, Killer was like, it's okay, Gon, it's okay. He's like, I was really gonna kill you, sorry.
Yo, Hunter x Hunter is crazy with how like reckless they are with characters just like losing arms and shit. Like Gon falls into harm's way like all the time, where he's just like, oh yeah, I just lost an arm. It's like, what are you talking about? I just lost one. It's like, oh my goodness.
You know what I thought was interesting?
They were fighting the bomb guy, and he just looked like, I was like, really? It's crazy.
You know what I thought was interesting about Hunter? Well, like Hunter x Hunter as a whole, but mostly like the Zoldycks. It was interesting to me that they didn't try to teach Killua Nen prior to him leaving.
Because he was still a kid, probably. I don't know the full...
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff, complications.
It's very, very, very complicated with his family.
It was just interesting because, the fact that he's a Zoldyck, he's already a cut above a lot of people that are even older than him, because he's a Zoldyck. Just naturally, he's a monster. We know this. We've seen his parents and grandparents. Haven't seen his great-grandparents yet, but or at least a great-granddad still around, I believe. So...
yes.
So,
he's only ever been shown in manga stuff, though.
Yeah.
He's never been in anime.
But, we know, they're busted, and they know busted people. So, by default, Killua is, beastly. So, it's just interesting how, he hadn't, I understand him not experiencing it, but, he didn't know about it, though. That's what was
technically, he did experience it, because his brother, the pin that his brother put in him is Nen. Or, the pin itself might not be Nen, but,
Yeah,
he's so that all-in kick it did to me.
Because Killer was like, huh, nin, that's nothing. And then the dude turned up his nin and Killer would like ninja into the corner.
Word, because he didn't know what it was.
Word.
So he was just like assuming it was something stupid. Oh, it's some kind of mind over matter thing. It's like, no.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna increase my bloodlust at you guys. He just like, Killer was like, huh?
Killer was up in the freaking.
And he had like the demon look and everything on. Like Killer was prepared to throw down.
Word.
He's like, I'm sorry, guys. You understand now, right?
Wing. Yeah, Wing is funny.
The best part is Killua, he didn't really like Bessie. He was like, we already got trained by Wing. And she was like, oh, him? I trained him too. She was like, oh, that youngster, you know him?
He didn't just politely juke me.
Better have those Mass Effect moments. Or not Mass Effect, Dead Space.
Yeah. Bent dwemer scrap metal. I'm taking the ones that I pick up the scrap metal that I know is going to turn into the most amount of money for the most amount of dwemer steels. The way you get dwemer steel is these things, and you got to bring them back to a forge and you melt them down. Most amount of yield for the ore for the least amount of what's his name? Wait, so I can carry one. How am I supposed to be going?
Didn't you say that they started back up on Hunter x Hunter chapters?
Yes.
Over the summer, I think, or
Yoshihiro Togashi got off his lazy ass. I don't know what he was doing, actually, so let me not call him lazy. Could have been some legit, like, family stuff or something.
I mean, he could have been working on another series. Just hope you don't pull a Bleach. But like, yeah, I'm going to stop working on this to work on this.
Titty Cube is crazy.
Yeah, that's your favorite writer.
Not my favorite writer. He's one of my favorite artists, though. But his like, dude already said his Tite Kubo has only ever existed to make cool stuff to look at, not necessarily cool stuff to
story-wise.
Yeah. Scrap right
How's Tsugami Bachi going?
Tsugami Bachi's pretty good. Right now, I am 75% of the way through with it.
Actually,
but between reading that and Dr. Stone, I haven't really been.
You should probably tell what Tsugami Bachi is for those who don't know.
Tsugami Bachi is something I started reading in Shonen Jump. It's a story that I think Tsugami Bachi literally translates to like letter B or something like that. It's basically a world that's all dark, and there's an energy. There's like a special energy of like almost like love or whatever, or memories, and actually the energy is like based in emotions, so it can be any emotion, whether it's like love or
as long as it's a strong emotion.
Word. And basically, there are these monsters called Gaichu, who are huge monsters that are looking to get. The energy is different depending on what the emotion is, but it's all called heart. And essentially, letters carry heart, and Gaichu eat letters, or they eat heart. They consume heart, and basically there is an occupation of people who are basically couriers in this world called letter Bs, and they do the basic shit. They are mailmen. They deliver letters from towns to towns. Word. However, Gaichu are like all these gigantic, huge bugs. The armored insects are all around these different areas and stuff. So, hey, this guy. So there actually is like a legit need for them, like delivering your own. They've caught people delivering their own mail before, and they're like, "Are you stupid?" This entire area is like a Gaichu area, and what they do, if a Gaichu gets a hold of you, it sucks basically the energy out of you, the heart out of you, and that essentially means that it's like, I guess it's sucking out your memories. That's the side effect. It sucks out your memories, so you basically have amnesia. You live the rest of your life not knowing who you are. They were exploring because the main characters, the person who made him want to become a bee and everything like that. His Shanks basically got his memories stolen, but not from a Gaichu. So he was trying to spend all this time trying to get him to like get his memory back, and they're trying to explore that. But where I left off, there was like a gigantic Gaichu that came out that like it took like it was that moment of, oh no, the Chunin exams, Sound Ninjas attacking Naruto Village, or like, oh no, level 4 Angel or level 4 Akuma in our headquarters in D Gray Man. So everyone is like, oh, okay, stops what they're doing and picks up even people who haven't fought in like years are like, yeah, no, picking up weapons and fighting people and stuff.
I know level 4 Akuma are really, really powerful, but like the 4 generals just kind of murked it. Like,
it was still a problem though, because it was killing a butt. Like anyone who wasn't a general,
like anyone who wasn't a general was getting got. But the generals were just like, hey, look, we have someone who we can fight. Actually,
just like doom. They're like actually like not really trading blows, but like it was kind of like the generals fighting him was almost like Hiko Seijuro fighting the giant. Like he could definitely die if he didn't do anything. But as long as he fought them, he could win.
Yeah. Actually, where you are in D Gray Man, have the generals done anything more? Because I would like to see.
They haven't done anything else.
Because I know there's the one dude with the like saw blade type thing, and then there's
the Kenpachi. Oops,
yeah,
I accidentally
hit Lydia.
Sorry, Lydia. Let me hear you.
There's also the lady with the
monkey,
the parasite monkey thing,
lemur thing.
And then there's the dude,
which I don't get how she has, like, her innocence. I don't know.
That's why I was curious, because there's like you don't really know that much.
General Tidal is a beast.
Yeah, he's the only one you really know about.
General Tidal
does he have like the most powerful defensive. What's the name?
Yeah, General Tidal is the that one guy is the Kenpachi, and General Tidal is he's the Shunsui Kiraku. He's like probably the strongest. Just because he's been doing it longer than everybody else. Like he's the oldest general, but he's also like the most kind, and he's that general where if you need something done and it's kind of risky and he probably shouldn't be doing it as a general, but he can get in trouble. But it's like, screw it, I'm a general. They can't do it. Like, what are they gonna do to me? What are they gonna do to me? I'm a general. They're gonna fire me. You're gonna fire someone like. They can't afford to fire me. Let's be real. You're in a world where literally all of DBZ, I was about to say DBZ, D Gray Man, all of D Gray Man is the kind of situation. That was funny. Like, why even keep it lever?
I think there was one behind you too. On the floor, I think there was a lever.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, why even keep it like that? The entirety of the world is being messed up, and it's comparable to what's a good one? D Gray Man's situation, it's one of those kind of shows where everything's getting worse and the good guys are just getting wrecked. Like, the main character appears and joins this group, and it's like, okay, but like we're already fighting a losing battle at this point. Like at the point you came in, the world is slowly becoming like more and more of a problem, and really there's no winning, there's just the absence of losing. And even when we win, we have to fight tooth and nail for that to happen, and like sacrifice people basically for like the littlest of step forward. I
mean, they had a chance to get an upper hand earlier on.
Yeah, so they can't afford to lose people, especially not generals. Yeah, and they already did kind of too. So
yeah,
with
he was such a good character,
such a badass. He was like one of the only people that we know of that can use 2 innocents. Yeah. Who else was it? There was another person.
I only know of him
because he uses
because like the way it was kind of alluded to, it was like one is his innocence and one is like because he's a sorcerer or something, or a wizard.
No, he literally has 2 innocents. So it's like one of them is like a girl that he knows or something like that had innocence or something, and he can resonate with it because it used to be hers. Some instrument she had, she resonated with it kind of or something like that, and then like it used to be hers, and because he loved her, he can resonate with it or some crap like that.
So
something crazy like that. It's like a
magic or something. He's a wizard or something.
Maybe I don't know. You might be right because he.
So I think the guns are his though.
Now, D. Gray Man is one of those shows where I'm like I might need to go back and read again because I've read the last 30 chapters, the most recent 30 chapters, like multiple times because it hasn't moved that often. Like there was one chapter that came out a week ago or so, but honestly, oh my god, only got 16 left. Honestly, they don't come out that often, and like we were talking about in the previous video, the lady is having health problems, or the lady who makes it, so it's a little bit difficult for her to put out stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, oh my god, come on. Nice. So basically, she's been having some kind of like carpal tunnel, I think, or something like that. So I'm trying to think. When I first caught up with D. Gray Man, I started reading D. Gray Man before I caught up with One Piece. So I started reading One Piece like 2012 or something like that. Back then, that's like 6 years ago from now. D. Gray Man was pretty much in this, like, it's progressed maybe like 7 chapters in the last 6 years. 50-page chapters still, but like.
So I mean that's basically like equivalent because normally you get what 20-page chapters.
20-page chapters.
So that's not what's the name was.
The average is 20 pages.
Claymore, they used to have like between like 50 and 60 pages.
Soul Eater's like that. The reason Soul Eater only has like a few, it's only got like 70 chapters or something like that, but it's because it like each chapter is like 50s.
I actually have to finish Claymore. I'm pretty sure I'm close to the end of it.
I know a girl who likes Claymore so much she got like something tattooed on her or something like that. I thought that was interesting. The only stuff I know about Claymore was the little bit of stuff that they put in. Oh my god, this freaking hate this expert things. The only thing I know about Claymore is really what I used to have a thing to Shonen Jump, so they put everything in Shonen Jump. All the stuff that I've been reading in recent years, like stuff that I'm like, oh, I gotta go back to this. Oh, I gotta look at this.
Nice
that is a nice helmet. Probably about to put that on. All the different things I've been reading
I might have to find
are all just like things that were in Shonen Jump at some point. Like they just put like 1 or 2 chapters in it.
I may have to find like a pattern for that helmet. Might have to have that helmet look nice.
Oh, master level. Should I even do it? I can't wait to get this. You know what? I might have to go do that. The Thieves Guild stuff, so I can get this thing. Just need a little.
Just a little bit of tenderness.
No, I'm not gonna just keep fucking with that. 'Cause I'm not gonna be able to get it.
It'd be funny if you open that and it was like 20 more lockpicks. Like, yeah, keep trying.
Alright, I'll
want to see you suffer.
Frustrate myself a little bit more later. Alright, peace out, people.